Good Monday evening, America. Welcome to Real Men Talk with the Reverend Willie Francis. I want to come at you today with a little bit different angle. I know we in a funk where everybody is feeling down or feel they can't make it. I want to do a little motivation speaking to you tonight, just to try to lift you up out of the funk that you're in. Because no matter what happened in life, you can always get up, dust your feet off, and get back up and go at it again. Because one thing about life, as long as you're living and you got your breath to breathe and you can move all your limbs, you can still get up. Life will lead you up and will take you down, but you always dust it off and keep going. When you can't control what's happening, challenge yourself. Control the way you respond to what's happening. That's where your power is. What I mean by that, when you can't control a situation, quit trying to control it and rely on your true power. Just take what you can take and move forward. I have an old saying, a closed mouth don't get fed. What I mean by that, if you ask not, you receive not. If you look at somebody and they on top of the world, they think they got everything going on because they didn't quit. They saw obstacles, they found a way to go around it. They went over it, they went around it, or they went under it, but they didn't allow that obstacle to stop them. They disciplined themselves. By disciplining themselves, your mind and your body trained to think positive thoughts and let them lead you. Because if you're thinking positive, when you're in a funk, here's what I have to say about that. When you're in a funk and you're feeling down, surround yourself with positive people. That's the only way. Put positive people in your circle, in your little community there. Because if you be around negative people breathe negative people. Positive people breathe positive things. If you long as you live, you're gonna have ups and you're gonna have downs. But how you come out of those downs is define who you will become once you get out of it. You see, I got a old saying, because you have a refrigerator, you can stockpile it with everything of all your favorite foods. But until you stockpile it with food, it's just an icebox, empty. You only can take out of what you put in it. And apply that to your life. You only can put out of yourself what you put in it. You have to put positive things in your life. Yes, you're going to be heartbroken. You're going to fall in love. You're going to be so sad. But all those things, as long as you live, change will make you stronger. All you have to do is get back up again. I had a stroke February 7th, and I was in rehab. And I refused to let my disability at that time stop me from moving. I just sit in the bed and work my arms and work my legs until I came out of it. Now I can move everything because I was determined not to let this thing, it was a setback, but it wasn't a defeat. It would have only been a defeat if I would allow it to defeat me. Success comes for those who don't quit. Joy comes to those who don't give up. As long as your feet is moving, you're making progress, you're striving, you're wanting to do better. Let me put it to you this way. Your strength doesn't come from your muscles. It's born in your spirit. Remember that. You can be all the strength strong in the world, but your mind can be weak. And at the same time, when you're weak upstairs, you have to turn to the good book or turn to somebody you trust. And when you do that, you'll be all right. See, we have to take one step at a time, each day as it comes. But let me just tell you this. Sometimes what you're most afraid of doing is the one thing that will set you free. Sometimes we are afraid to take chances. We are afraid to move forward. And we are afraid to do anything because we are afraid of failure. But guess what? If you don't fail, you can't succeed because one day you will accomplish your goal. One day. Do you think that Dr. King got up every day and what he was facing? He said, I'm going to give up. No, this fight's not worth my life. But it was because of the sacrifices and the made up mind. He wanted equality for everybody. He gave up his life. That's the ultimate sacrifice. I'm asking you to do that. I'm asking you never give up. Never quit. You know, the person who didn't win the race is the one who quit before he or she crossed the finish line. If you own a job and that job becomes everything to you, and all of a sudden you get laid off, you go, but I did so and so, I did everything you asked. You did everything the company asked. But what was you feeling inside? Was you becoming a company man or a company woman and you got zero results when you couldn't produce anymore? Been there, done that. So sometimes you have to create your own destiny. What I mean by that, if you good at something, quit working with somebody else, work for yourself. Some of us are natural born leaders, but we refuse to lead because all we want to do is follow because of fear. Fear that I might fail. Fear that I might not do it right. Fear that it might not work. Stop fearing yourself. The only fear is you have is the fear that you look in the mirror, is the one that's staring back at you, that face. You know your limitations, but sometimes we don't. Let me just say that getting over a painful situation or a painful experience, much like using monkey bars, you have to move your hands forward, to move, period. That's life. If you just stay there holding the bars, you're not going to go anywhere. But until you decide to put one hand in front of the other, you're going to be moving. That's called moving forward. May not get there fast, but the end results will be the same as you was riding the bicycle. I see so many people just give up. Smart people just give up because they are afraid to try. They just quit it. They're just going to just say, I can't do it no more. Why? As long as God has given you breath to breathe and feet to move and a mouth to talk, you do not give up. Because of a failed marriage, because of a drug addiction, alcoholic addiction, because you found out you had cancer, or whatever it may be, you cannot let nothing defeat you. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not hard. There was time when I couldn't even move my right side. I couldn't feel nothing, but I refused. I knew one day if I kept moving my hand a little bit, I'll be able to move it. One day if I kept moving my feet, I'll be able to move my whole leg. And it happened because I refused to give up. You have to get yourself a why. My why was my family. I wanted to come home to my wife and kids. So I had a reason to get out of the rehab center because I was better than that. You see, God don't make no junk. There's no junkyards in heaven. As long as you can breathe, you shall not give up. You will not have to quit. Don't quit doing anything. Keep going, no matter what the universe say. You know, it's crazy. People will define you as weak because you don't want to use vocal language to snap back or curse somebody out. What if you just try this? They being mean to you, turn around and walk away. It take a real man or a real woman to walk away from the situation and then sit there and power away and argue. That don't make you weak. That don't make you a coward. That makes that fool there that's going all the arguing, that makes him the weak one and a coward one. Because they trying to prove a point when they know they're wrong. But if you turn around and walk away, who they got to argue with? The back of your head. You're going to still be fussing while you walking away, enjoying the rest of your day. I learned to embrace my struggle. It fuels the hostility in me to reach my dreams. What I mean by that, if I'm struggling, it just makes me stronger because I know one day that's still going to come into triumph. I don't have to struggle no more because I've overcome my fears. I've overcome the struggles. I made it to where I need to be. You see, I'm never satisfied, and you shouldn't be neither. I was in sales for a long time. I was never satisfied with what I accomplished each month. Each month I had to get a little better and a little better and a little better. Enough was never enough because that's the kind of drive that I have. What's your drive? What makes you tick? What turns on your light bulb? What's motivating you? Did I have some bad days? Absolutely. There are some days that I couldn't sell a thing. Yes, I did. But I knew tomorrow would come and I would sell something. Every day is not going to be a good day. Every day you're not going to be on top of the world. But tomorrow, when tomorrow comes, you get to, guess what? You try it over again. You get to get up in the morning, brush your teeth, comb your hair, and start it over again. But quitting is not an option. Because your marriage failed. It's my second one. I didn't give up and quit in the corner and cry. Woo-hoo, Lord, why me? Why not me? Some things are meant to be. We force them on. Like we buy a pair of shoes that's too tight. We force our feet into them, and they hurt so bad where you make your feet just crawl up. You know those shoes are too tight, but you like the way they look on you. They don't feel good. They're not comfortable. That's why some marriage are. You know it's not right. But fear of the embarrassment, what people might think, which they're not paying a bill for you. You don't sleep with that man or that woman. You do. Sometimes change is good because when God changed you from one situation, he got something better for you. He wants more for us than we want for ourselves. You see, I got to use God in anything that I do because I trust the process. Your time is coming. Just do the work and God will do the rest. You have to trust the process. You have to trust the plan. You got to stay on track. Sometimes when you fall off track, it's impossible for God to use you. When you trying to do your own way and your own way is not working because you're feeling down and dumb. Because when you're not on your game, you can't think straight. When I'm about your game, when you're not thinking positive, you can't think straight. Some of us hate change, but change is necessary. Change is good. Change is absolutely essential in our everyday lives. It's good. I used to be 20, but now I'm 62 and proud of it I know because God has said to your latter days will be better than your earlier days if you trust the plan. What's your plan tonight? What would you do different tomorrow than you did today? What would you change in your everyday work life, your personal life, your activities that you did that you want to do different tomorrow? You see, each day comes brings something new and exciting if you allow it to enter in here and in here. Don't listen to naysayers. They'll tell you got plenty of years. They'll tell you can't do it. This is too much for you. Nobody knows your limitation but you. You put your mind to it and put some effort. You can accomplish and be anything you want to be. As long as you put 1 foot forward, put in the hard work, put in the effort, you can accomplish anything the next guy or gal can. But you have to want it. The most successful people is the one who want it the most. Millionaires are not by accident. They want to become millionaires. They put in the work for it. Successful people are not successful by accident. They put the work in. Why everybody just want to just hold on to their parents, they can pull them back down because they are afraid to reach for the stars like they did. Sure, they had some failures. and some setbacks, but that didn't stop him. Hard work will pay off in a most unexpected way. Opportunities will knock on your door when you least expect it because you put in the hard work. You don't have to tell nobody what how much hard work you did. They'll see it. But if you give up, sit in the corner, man, I can't do this. I don't know what's going on. I can't figure this out. Then you exactly what they say you are, a failure. As long as you're willing to put in the work. Nobody have to see you. Keep moving. Change will come into your life and make it for the better. Will take you from down here to up here, every which way you want to go. That's how change is, how life is. How you want your blueprint to read when you're out of here? What kind of blueprint would you leave this world to say about you? It's not about being perfect. It's about putting in effort. When you implement that into your daily life, you become stronger. You be transformed into what you want to become. Effort is good. Perfection is good. But transformation is better. When you see you've been transformed into something that you didn't think you could do yourself, you amaze yourself because you kept moving. It kept moving. And then guess what? Something's going to happen. Change is going to occur. Keep remembering why you started the day off to change what you messed up yesterday. Every day is not going to be a bed of roses. You're going to have some bumps. You're going to have some bruises. But you got to find a way to get around them. You got to find a way to shake it off and keep moving. Then you look at the guy on top of the hill and you go, man, I want to be up there one day. You can. And you put the same effort, the same work ethic, the same everything that he or she did, you'll get there. Well, they had help. How you know? They had support. How you know? Don't worry about how the next person got there. You get there. That's the problem with us in now America. We worry about what the next guy did or didn't do. Focus on you. Make yourself better. Make yourself presentable. Make yourself available. Make yourself here, right here, now. I can do it. I want to do it. I will succeed. You can't stop me. I'm going to do it because you said I couldn't do it. That was fuel me. I love folks tell me I can't do something because I'm going to kill myself trying to prove that I can because I know I can. You got the same 10 fingers, same 10 toes, the same mind, the same 2 eyes. If you can do it, I can. You can do anything you put your nug into. But a lot of us just get down in the dumps and don't want to keep going. Don't quit. We turn to alcohol. We turn to drugs. We turn to funnification. Or you got a wife, you go sleep around with somebody, think they're mad. Those are all the temporary, what I call joy makers. You get a little joy temporarily. But when you get through with the drugs and alcohol, you got the same problem. You get through with that man and that woman, you got the same problem. But now you got another problem because you might have picked up an STD or you might have a child involved and you mess up your life and there too. But if you stay focused on you and try to make you better and quit trying to depend on somebody else to make you better, you will succeed in everything you want to. And I'm talking from experience, but I listen. I listen to other people and they tell me when they're down, and I refuse to let anybody hold their head down around me because that's no good. As long as you in this body, you can walk and you can talk. You're gonna have bad days. You're gonna have heartache. You're gonna have pain. The good book tells us that. But remember this: falling in love with the process of becoming the best version of yourself. Imagine that. Try falling in love with you and trust the process. Invest in yourself. Quit investing in everybody else. Quit listening to everyone else. The best investment you can get on your return is in you. If you invest in you, your return will be magnificent. But only if it will be magnificent if you take the time to truly invest in yourself. If you take the time to nurture yourself, to add value to yourself, to add worth to yourself, then you get a greater investment in yourself. Everybody want to part of something great. Nobody want to be a part of a loser. Nobody want to be a part of a has-been. Nobody want to be a part of someone who know they're going to quit. That's the person who always starts something and never finish it. Finish what you start from A to B. But don't listen. Don't let nobody tickle these ears and tell you, I knew you could do it. And they the one told you you ain't going to do it. They want to ride your coattail once you get up there. But the same people you passing your way up, you're going to pass on your way down. So quit listening to those people, those naysayers, especially ones say, I used to have it. You used to have it. Why you listen to a person who used to have something? Because they were successful, they were still having it. Do it your way. Not the way somebody say, I used to do this. I used to have this. Why are you still used to? What's that? Used to don't get successes. Invest in yourself. Find the joy in you. Find what you want in life. Find what makes you work, what makes you tick, and invest in yourself. Put in the time. Create something in you that there's like a roaring lion that will wake up every morning ready to take it to the max. Only you can stop you. That's it. Push yourself to the limit, and you'll reach the future that you deserve. But if you push yourself half to the limit, you're going to reach half of the future. It's like pouring a glass of water. The water jar is this big, but you pour it half full. That's your life, folks. Why not fill it all the way up? Take a chance. Well, it might spill. So, fill it up again. And again, as many times it takes for you to reach point A to point B. That's you. You can't run on half empty. You got to have a full glass. Invest in yourself. If you invest in yourself, you'll make yourself worthy. You'll be so worthy. People want a piece of you. Instead of saying, I wish I had it. Put in the work. That's all it is. It's not about race. It's not about they got it because she's a woman. They got it because she's a white man or a black man. If you put in the work, you will get noticed sooner or later. Sooner or later. But you got to stop having those pity parties and having excuses. Put in the work. Walk the walk as you do talk the talk. Some of us talk a real good game. Oh, I can do this, or I can do that. You can't, because you're just giving lip service. Lip service. There's a lot of lip service out there. But you got to get these hands dirty. You got to work. You got to build a solid foundation, because if you build a foundation on quicksand, it's going to sink. You build a solid foundation on concrete and on dirt, it's going to stand. Because water will wash away sand, but that concrete going to still be there. Invest in yourself. Be solid as a rock. That's it, folks. That's no right or wrong way to do this. I don't know who need to hear this tonight, but I know there's somebody out there who on the verge of giving up, the verge of walking out. Before you walk out, before you give up, take a long look in the mirror and ask yourself this question. Did I give myself my best? Did I give myself my best? And if you can truly say you did, it's up to you. But I bet you can't. Because if you gave yourself your best, you don't want to walk out. You will not get tired. because you will continue to motivate yourself. You know you have the drive. You know you have what it takes. The worst thing you can do is quit if you know you haven't taken to the max every day. 100% of you, 100% of the time, will equal success. Don't use race as a crutch. Don't use somebody has help as a crutch. Work and concentrate on you. Think about you. That's it, folks. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. And trust God. Trust the plan. If you get lost, get knocked down, get up, knock the dust off, try it again. As long as you keep getting up, you are not defeated. Can't nobody defeat you unless you just lay there. Don't lay in the dirt. Don't lay in the mud. Don't lay in the rain or the snow or any type of anything. Get up, knock the dirt off, knock the mud off, and you keep going. And I promise you there will be success and joy at the end. Until next week, this is Reverend Willie Francis with the Real Men Talk, and I hope that somebody understood what I was saying, like that I reached somebody who is on the verge of giving up. The race ain't over. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. In Jesus' name, see you next week.